Media Ministry, Pastor Billy Crone. Thanks so much for being back with us so soon. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Allison. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So what do you make of former U.S. intelligence official David Grush's statement at the House hearing stating that we recovered non-human remains from an alien craft?
Yeah, well, actually, if you read the Bible, this shouldn't surprise you because I think this is all part of a custom-tailored last days deception to explain away the very event that God says is next on his prophetic time calendar. And that event is called the rapture of the church. And that is when God evacuates all born again Christians, takes them off the planet before the worst time in the history of mankind is thrust upon the planet. The Bible calls that time the 7-year tribulation. So, if in fact that event is going to happen and you're going to see millions of people disappear and you're an enemy of God, then what would you be doing? You better be coming up with the best excuse you can think of to explain away why all of a sudden these people disappeared, and specifically and only specifically Christians. Well, believe it or not, that's exactly what we have with the alien deception. They're called aliens. I agree with that guy. They're non-humans, but I don't agree with their assessment that they are a higher evolved race of beings from the other side of the solar system or galaxy or whatever here to help us. It's a deception. They call them aliens. The Bible calls them demons. And they are right now being used to become the perfect excuse to explain away, hey, what happened to those people when all of a sudden they disappeared off the planet? And again, what should you expect if we're getting close to that event the Bible calls the rapture? Then you should see exactly what we're seeing in the news right now. And that is, for decades, we've known that the government and the governments around the world have completely denied any existence of aliens, alien crafts, whatever. A few years ago, you noticed that they immediately switched gears and they started to say, well, yeah, I guess there are some craft that we see out there that seem to be alien, not of indigenous to planet Earth. Now, what you're seeing is the next step that you can expect. And they are now saying not only crafts, but these beings, these non-human beings, are in these crafts. And they're starting to admit that now. And the reason why is because it's called soft disclosure, predictive programming. If you're going to use the alien UFO thing to explain away the rapture of the church, then you have to slowly work people up into that. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. So I'm not surprised by it because I'm convinced it's the excuse to explain away what happened to those people that disappeared.
Wow, fascinating stuff. And I sure hope you're right. I sure hope this does indicate that Jesus' second coming is on the horizon and coming.